every day and every night, every night. Hey YouTube, it's Let's Try and See with Dina B, and today I've done this very bright and colorful halo summery eyeshadow look. And the reason I did it is because, you know, it's summertime, we're working out outside, we're going to the beach, and we're getting more and more chocolater every day. You know what I'm saying? We're getting a little darker, our skin's getting tanned, and I want you guys to know, just because we have dark skin does not mean that we cannot still use color. So I wanted to go ahead and use the Morphe 3502 palette, and I use that to create this look today. And all I need you to do is one thing and one thing only before I show you how I got this look, and I need you to subscribe. So hit that subscribe button, tell your friends, show your mom, tell your dad, tell everybody. Go ahead and subscribe, and then we're going on to the video. Alright guys, so we're starting with eyebrows as usual, and then we're going to go in with this Maybelline concealer to kind of clean our eyebrows up in the color Cafe. And then after that, we're going to get a brush and blend that out. So once we got that cleaned up and blended to the best of our ability, and then we're going to go ahead and try to set that a little bit, and we're going to grab our Angel Veil primer. Now this primer works pretty good, especially if it's hot outside. Don't overdo it though, because it will kind of like flake up on you, so you don't want to do too much. I learned from experience, guys. But yeah, moving on, we're going to grab our Morphe 3502 palette. And as you can see, it has all the colors except for a black one. So we're going to go for that red. And we're going to just create kind of a transition color. Now, like I said before, we're using this bright color because it is summer. So what if we're dark? Who says dark-skinned girls can't wear red colors on their face? Nobody. And if they did, who cares what they think? So we're going to go ahead and put that color on our eyes as a beautiful transition and move on from there. And then once we're done laying that transition color, we're going to go ahead and grab this cool brown, and we're going to go ahead and create kind of like a C. That's where our cut crease is going to be. So we're going to create some depth right there for you, just to basically give you an idea of where we want to put our cut crease. So that's what we're doing there. We're going to do it on both eyes. Then we're going to go ahead and cut our crease. So I'm going to grab my Cafe and then put it on the bottom and look up. Now, when I put it on the bottom of my eyelash and then look up, what I'm doing is transferring a little bit of that concealer to the top so that I know how high my cut crease can go. So I'm going to do it again on a second eye so you can see what I'm talking about, because I know I move real fast on this because it's, you know, sped up or whatever. But I'm going to do it again. So give me 2 seconds and I'll do it on that next eye. So I'll put it on my like lower lash and then look up. It didn't transfer, so I'll put some more on there, look up. You see how high it goes up, and then that's how high we're gonna make our cut crease go. So that's a really easy and simple way of trying to do your own cut crease without a problem. Then moving on to the next step, we're going to go ahead and set it. So I'm using the Sephora finishing powder for this in the color Deep, but it doesn't matter what color it is, you can just set it, okay? So you don't have to think too much into this part. I'm grabbing this round fluffy brush basically to go in and define my cut crease a little more, to make it a little darker. And like the sign says, please do not judge my edges. I know they looking raggedy, okay? Raggedy, but don't judge them. So I'm gonna grab this goldy orange color, and I'm gonna go ahead and create kind of like a halo style type look there. And what I'm doing is using a wet brush to basically make that that shimmery color kind of pop. This is a very bright and very bold color. It looks good on dark skin. It looks good on light skin. It looks good on brown skin. every skin color, this color looks good on. So go ham, okay? Wet that brush and dig into that powdery goodness right there, okay? So that's what you see me doing there. Now I'm doing as many layers as it takes to kind of get the kind of opacity that I need. On the camera, it looks, you know, pretty full coverage, but to me at the time, it kind of didn't look as if it was going on as thick as I wanted to. And then the next step, I'm going to grab this red color, and I apologize that you can't see it because I zoomed the camera in, but I'm going to grab this red color for my inner tear ducts, and I'm going to put that on my inner tear ducts and my outer tear ducts. Outer tear ducts. I sound crazy as hell. On the outer edge of my eye. So yeah, and then I'm going to blend it in. And then I'll also take a darker color to kind of blend in that cut crease a little better. So you'll see me do that too. I made sure that you saw me use that Fix Plus, just in case you didn't hear me say it. And then I'm going ahead and I'm going back and I'm grabbing that shimmery gold, brown, orange color once again, just in case I kind of like washed some off when I was adding the red. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to tighten up that cut crease. And then I'm using this spongy thing for my inner tear duct. I'm going to add a little bit of white on top of that red. And it blended really, really good. Now, just so you guys know, these Morphe 3502 palettes are like 21, 22 bucks. If you pick the right palette, you can basically create a ton of looks. Now, this is more of a warm brown palette. I honestly would not go for this palette if it wasn't given to me. It was given to me. No shade to the Morphe palette, but this particular color palette is not for me. Now, as you can see, I'm going in and I am lining my eyes. I like palettes that have more of a variety of colors, so that's what I'm talking about. It's just a lot of red and orange and browns in this particular palette, but that's what I used the palette for today. And I'm doing this liner on both my eyes. Oh, and for the record, I have crap lashes, so I had to ask my friend what type of mascara she uses, because I wanted to try a different kind of lash mascara. So this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash, and that's what she told me to get, so that's what I got. It's okay. I don't, know what else to compare it to. Then I'm going back into the Morphe palette. I'm grabbing that brown color once again, and I'm basically cleaning up and making that cut crease a little deeper and a little smoother. So that's what I was talking about earlier. Just basically smoothing things out and making things blend really, really well, because we don't want no problems, you feel me? We want this to look good and look clean and classy and sexy and all that good stuff, and we can't be having stuff looking jagged. Now, first starting out, if you don't know how to blend, it's okay. You'll learn. Then I'm going ahead and I'm lining my eye. So that's what you see me doing there. And then I do it on both eyes. Yep. And then moving on to the next step, we're grabbing the Angel Veil again, because I used my makeup wipe, so whatever I might have wiped off, I'm just reapplying there before I do my foundation. So I'm grabbing my Fenty Beauty in 430, and I'm applying my foundation. I'm shaking it up, making sure it's good and ready to go. then I'm going ahead and putting it in. Now, mind you, when we first apply our foundation, especially under these lights, girl, it will look a little crazy, but trust me when I tell you it does blend in, and I'm not walking around looking scary. And also, one of the things I always do when I'm doing my foundation, I always end up erasing my eyebrows, girl. Don't judge me on that. It's just that I don't be paying that close of attention. So I always got to go back in and touch up my brows. This is why I do my eye makeup first, because I know I'm going to mess it up at something. So, you know, instead of messing up my foundation, I'd rather mess up my eye makeup. So that's just my thing. Some people do it in the reverse. They'll do the foundation first and then the eye makeup last, but I don't do it that way. So now I'm going in with my concealer from Maybelline in the color Cafe. I'm going ahead and putting that on. I'm going to let that sit for a second and then go ahead and blend it in. I really, really love this particular color combination with my Skin 430 and the Cafe color. I like a bright highlight, but not too bright. And then, yeah. So moving on to the next step, I'm going to go ahead and grab my Black Opal finishing powder in the color medium. And I'm going to go ahead with my little sponge, and I'm going to go ahead and press that into my skin nicely. I'm not going to bake. I'm going to press it in and then blush it off, any type of leftover, and then move on to the next step, which is contour. Y'all know that's my favorite step. I will over contour the hell out of my face, unfortunately. That's just who I am. It is what it is. But and I might over highlight, you know, quite as kept too. But these are things that, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, trip on. These are things I like. So now I'm going to grab my Black Radiance pressed powder in the color Rich Mahogany, and I'm going to go ahead and draw in my little contour area. And I do make this smaller now. When I was a little heavier, I did, you know, go in for the gods, but now I don't have to, because I already got my little cheekbones are a little poking out a little bit already. Don't judge my edges, y'all. My edges is looking rough and a half, but, you know, I will clean that up later. And then we're going to grab this lighter color out of the Morphe palette to kind of create our brow highlight. And everything is coming together quite nicely. I'm really liking this look. I'm really loving the brightness of the colors. So to wrap up this look, I'm going to grab a little pink lip liner and then add my lip gloss. So that's what you see me doing here. My lip gloss is called, I think it's called Sexy Mother Pucker. I think that's what I use. I really like this lip gloss, y'all. I got this from, I think it was Target. And the stuff looks like Benefit Cosmetics, but it's not. I can't tell you the name. I don't remember, but it's called Sexy Mother Pucker. Okay? It's rude as hell, but I like it. But yeah, so yeah, I chose the pink lips because, you know, they're more natural, and it kind of like it'll, you know, balance out. So I went ahead and put some old lashes on. I don't know what style or make model of these lashes at all. I don't remember none of that, but I went ahead and put them on anyway. And as you can see, I'm showing y'all how I put my lashes on. It's a struggle and a half, but I got them on eventually. Don't judge me. I don't know how I'm gonna get these lashes on when I get my nails done next week. I'm tripping. So yeah, but you know, I'm learning. But yeah, so now I'm gonna go ahead in the Morphe palette, and I'm gonna do one last thing. If I can get the palette open. Don't judge my edges. We're gonna grab that red, and we're gonna do our lower lash line just to basically bring the look together, sis. Okay, I really like this. I was feeling myself for a little bit after I got done with this look. then I'm gonna go ahead after that. The next step is my lash mascara, the volumizing voluminous lash mascara from L'Oreal. Going ahead and do my lower lashes too. I'll be trying new stuff. My lower lashes now, I really don't have no lashes. It's like 3 lashes there. So now I'm gonna do my hair. And that's how I got this look. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Don't forget to tag me on Instagram if you do recreate this look. I want to see your colors. You can always sub out if you don't like reds and oranges. That's just my favorite color for the summer right now. You can sub out with blues and greens and yellows. Don't be afraid to experiment. That's all I gotta say. All right, bye guys.